You know how people on social media are always claiming to be influencers? Well, I'm not that. I'm more of what you would call a de-influencer or an uninfluencer, if those are even words. In other words, don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes, and trust me, there are many. Today I'm talking about what I've learned from all the mistakes I made on our first 10 or so cruises. Yeah, I'm a slow learner. We've been on over 25 cruises now. Let me share with you what I learned so you are more prepared than I was. A couple of the biggest lessons I learned were things that started before I even left home. First, when choosing your stateroom location, make sure you not only look at what deck you will be on, but look at what's directly above you and directly below you. It can be a long night if your room is located below the pool deck area. Along with that, keep in mind the ship you choose to sail on is just as important as the destination you will be sailing to, so choose wisely. You don't want to be on a ship that doesn't have a lot going on, especially if you have a lot of sea days on your journey. Also, at home before you leave, purchase your Wi-Fi package if you'll be wanting to use that, as well as your drink packages, any bottled water you may want, and any spa appointments you are interested in. These will cost less before you sail. And if you're in need of any distilled water while on board the ship, like for a CPAP machine, make that request online at home before you leave. Next, don't overpack. I always used to feel that I had to pack for every what-if scenario. What if it rains constantly? What if it's cold? What if it's hot? What if there's bugs? What if our room isn't clean? First off, I've learned it's impossible to pack for every scenario. Well, technically not impossible. I've actually done this, but it is miserable to be packing around that much luggage at the airport and at the cruise terminal. So yes, I still pack things like small disposable rain ponchos in case of rain, but I don't pack full-on rain jackets unless we're sailing somewhere like Alaska. In other words, research your destination and look at your weather app, plan accordingly, and do the best you can, and then just go with the flow. As for packing cleaning supplies, admittedly, I'm a germaphobe. This still weighs heavy on me. However, I used to pack a black light and a whole container of Clorox hydrogen peroxide wipes. I used to use that black light to scan our room and then clean the areas that needed it. After packing this around on so many cruises and on so many different ships, I now leave it home. I learned that the newer the ship, the cleaner it is. And with the exception of older ships, say 20 years or more, every single time I pulled out the black light and scanned the room, everything was pristine. Do I still pack the Clorox wipes? Absolutely, for the door handles and the TV remote. But I pack some of those in a baggie. I no longer take the whole container. As for clothing, I feel like a capsule type of wardrobe is best for a cruise. That way you have options for many different styles without having to pack a lot of different clothes. And as for shoes, I only pack one set of heels, one pair of sandals that can be worn in the spa or on the deck, a pair of water shoes for beach exploring, and I wear a pair of closed-toed tennis shoes. I've used all of these shoes on every cruise we've been on, and with those options, I've never needed more. Make sure you know your ship rules before you pack things like devices that will give you more plug outlets. Most cruise lines no longer allow any of these, but most will still allow a multi-USB plug device. Also, don't forget to download your cruise line's app onto your phone before you leave home. On most cruise lines, now you'll be using this app for boarding as well as on board the ship. Most apps will tell you what activities are going on that day, along with what ship time is, and also show times and dining options. In the comments, let me know what I forgot to mention. Thanks for watching, and happy sailing!